Welcome to Beyond the Evidence, where the facts meet the unexplained, and every mystery has a story waiting to be uncovered. Here, we dive deep into the chilling world of murder mysteries, vanishings that defy reason, and phenomena that blur the line between reality and the unknown. So, grab a flashlight, hold your breath, and join us as we go Beyond the Evidence.
In the heart of Sacramento, California, nestled among rows of historic Victorian homes, there was a house that seemed as ordinary as any other. Painted a soft, faded blue, its modest exterior blended seamlessly into the quiet charm of F Street. The neighborhood in the 1980s was a tapestry of serenity, where neighbors exchanged pleasantries and the hum of daily life concealed the unspeakable secrets hidden behind certain doors. But the house at 1426 F Street held a darkness that would later shock not just Sacramento, but the entire nation. This is the story of Dorothea Puente, a woman whose grandmotherly demeanor and charitable reputation masked an unfathomable evil. To her neighbors and the residents of her boarding house, she was a beacon of kindness, a caretaker for society's most vulnerable. Yet beneath the floral dresses and warm smiles lay a mind as cold and calculating as any predator. The chilling tale begins with a missing persons report. In 1988, social worker Judy Moyes grew alarmed when her client, Alvaro Bert Montoya, vanished without explanation. Bert, a kind-hearted man with developmental disabilities, had been living at Puente's boarding house. When inquiries about his whereabouts yielded vague and unsatisfying answers, Moyes' concern deepened. She reported Bert missing, prompting police to visit the boarding house that would soon become a central figure in one of California's most notorious murder cases. When authorities arrived at 1426 F Street, Dorothea Puente greeted them with a demeanor that was nothing short of disarming. Her soft-spoken voice, framed by the kind face of a woman in her late 60s, gave no hint of wrongdoing. She led the officers through the house, showcasing its tidy rooms and assuring them that she had no idea where Bert might have gone. Yet an undercurrent of unease permeated the air, a feeling that something was amiss. Neighbors' accounts began to raise more questions. They described odd occurrences, peculiar odors emanating from the backyard, the sight of Puente digging in her garden late at night, and the mysterious disappearances of tenants who had come and gone over the years. These whispers, combined with the growing suspicions of law enforcement, culminated in a decision to search the property more thoroughly. What they unearthed in the backyard turned the quiet boarding house into a crime scene of unimaginable horror. As officers dug into the freshly turned soil, they uncovered human remains. Then another set of remains, and another. Each discovery deepened the mystery, transforming Puente from a benevolent caretaker into a suspected serial killer. The shock rippled through Sacramento. How could a woman who appeared so nurturing and compassionate commit such heinous acts? Investigators soon uncovered the chilling truth. Puente had been preying on her tenants, selecting individuals who were vulnerable and often overlooked by society. She would gain their trust, collect their social security checks, and eventually silence them forever. The backyard graves told a story of greed and cold-blooded calculation, a betrayal of the very people she had sworn to care for. As the investigation continued, Puente's carefully constructed facade began to crumble. The trial that followed was as captivating as it was horrifying. Prosecutors painted her as a manipulative and ruthless killer, while her defense sought to portray her as a misunderstood elderly woman caught in a tragic web of circumstances. But the evidence was damning. The bodies in her yard, the financial exploitation, and the testimonies of those who had narrowly escaped her grasp. Puente's courtroom presence was chilling. She maintained her innocence, her expression often serene, as if the mounting accusations were nothing more than a misunderstanding. The juxtaposition of her outward appearance and the atrocities she was accused of committing left an indelible mark on all who followed the case. The jury found her guilty of multiple counts of murder, ensuring that she would spend the rest of her life behind bars. Yet even after her conviction, Puente's story continued to haunt those who had known her. How could someone so outwardly kind and selfless harbor such a capacity for evil? The answer remains elusive, a puzzle that underscores the complexity of human behavior. Today, 1426 F Street stands as a grim reminder of the horrors that once unfolded there. True crime enthusiasts and curious visitors often pass by, drawn by the house's macabre history. Its faded facade, now infamous, serves as a stark contrast to the idyllic neighborhood that surrounds it. The case of Dorothea Puente is more than a tale of murder. It is a profound study in deception, broken trust, and the masks people wear to obscure their true intentions. It compels us to confront unsettling truths about the fragility of appearances and the shadowy depths that can reside within seemingly ordinary individuals. As we delve deeper into her chilling story, one haunting question emerges. How many more monsters walk among us, hidden in plain sight? To grapple with this eerie question, we must probe the psychological and societal factors that allowed such darkness to thrive undetected. In order to answer this dark question, we must go beyond the evidence.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the mysterious and unsettling world of true crime. If you enjoyed unraveling today's story, don't forget to hit subscribe and leave us a review. It really helps us keep bringing you the stories that go beyond the evidence. See you in the next episode!